Am I the asshole for telling my wife that my life would be better without her? We shall see. My wife, Anne, and I have been married 13 years. I am 43 and she's 46. We do not have children. When we began dating, nobody could make me happy like Anne. She always seemed to know exactly the right thing to say to me when I was down. But over the past decade or so, she has really started to show her true colors, and a lot of what her ex husband said to me about her has begun to make more sense. For example, I have a very high stress job. People bring me problems and I fix those problems. But when I get home, 9 times out of 10, Anne has just more problems to throw on my plate. She doesn't work, so she's free to do anything she wants to solve said problems during the day. But lately, she has begun making lists of things that she wants me to do after I work all day. But my biggest issue with Anne is that I can't ever really open up to her about anything. Whenever I talk about something bad that happened to me, she'll either try to one up me or agree with the person who wronged me. Last Friday, I had a horrible day. There was an enormous problem at work that basically all fell on my shoulders to solve. When I was crossing the street after work, I had a green signal, a bicycle blew through a red and side clipped me. The cyclist yelled explicatives at me and then rode away. I thought about calling the police because it was technically a hit and run, but there was probably nothing that they could do. When I got home, desperate, I talked to Anne about what happened. She listened and then immediately took the cyclist's side. Can you say you with somebody who don't like you? Because I have the green. He runs the red. He clips me, but you take his side? And you my wife? I reiterated that the cyclist ran through a red light, to which she responded that cyclists aren't obligated to stop. When I told her she was wrong and tried to put the issue to rest, she began frantically Googling laws. She found that in our state, they can treat lights as a stop sign. She began triumphantly reading the law to me loudly, word for word, getting louder when I kept trying to tell her that I wasn't interested. At the end of her spiel, she gave me this incredibly arrogant look as if she was right. I just stared at her for a second and said that my life would have been better without her. She got incredibly upset, shrieked at me until her voice was hoarse, and then packed a bag and left to stay with her parents. She has texted me all weekend demanding an apology, but I haven't responded. Did I do something unforgivable here? I feel like first of all, you're not the asshole. Secondly, there's a name for people like her. I don't know the name, but I know there's a name for people like her. Like, in situations, you always have to one up somebody. If I'm feeling sick, oh, my stomach hurts. Oh my gosh, my stomach was hurting. It was hurting so bad. I ended up having diarrhea and this. They always, no matter what the situation is, they always have to one up you or make you feel lower or less than and belittle you in every situation. The fact that you are working your damnedest. She's not even a stay-at-home mom. Y'all don't have any kids. I feel like you've been dealing with this or y'all been going through these situations for years, and this is the straw that broke the camel's back. So if you ask me, I think she did you a favor. She packed up her stuff and she left. Because I feel like that's probably what you wanted anyway. She wants an apology. If you're not with somebody that lifts you up and y'all can lift up each other and they're not a shoulder to cry on, like, what's the point of you even being there? If my husband comes home and he has a stressful day, because we do it all the time, how was your day? And then we go in with each other, oh, this happened today, or this happened today, or this is what I got to do, and da-da-da. And we both sit down and listen to each other every single day. And it's like, all right, what are we going to do to fix this? Okay, what can we do to better this? Like, we communicate in a way that we both could feel good at the end. If you're over here pouring out your heart and all the stresses to just to have an ear to listen to, and you feel like shit after, then what's the point? So yeah, you're not the asshole, but I feel like she did you a favor. Don't apologize. This is just the straw that broke the camel's back, because you probably never snapped at her before. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because the fact that this is the time that she decides to pack up her stuff and leave because you reiterated and you snap back at her because you were tired of always feeling like that. You don't have somebody that you can talk to. And that's one of the hardest things I feel like anybody could have. It's not one of the hardest, but a hard thing to have in a marriage, where you have somebody that you can't talk to. Who are you supposed to go talk to if you can't talk to your spouse? Because me and my man talk all the time. All day, every day. Who you going to talk to if you can't talk to your spouse? You got siblings, you got brothers and sisters, you got, aunties, uncles, friends. Okay. But your spouse is supposed to be your best friend, because that's my best friend. If I got issues, I'm talking to him. That's just me. So you can either go to counseling, try to figure it out, or just go on and let her go about her business.